Wait. Okay. I can stay like that. Stop. I'm messing things up. There it is. There it is. Okay. Just like normal, let me send out the texts. Let everyone know. And I might just sit here and chit chat for a bit. Or at least for a few minutes. Make sure that people at least can start joining in the stream. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, I was just playing Battlefront. And it's music stuck in my head. Now, this is the Stanley Parable. I've seen this played like a couple times a long time ago by different people with different mindsets than me. And I don't remember everything that happens. I remember that it is like a mind puzzle? Not like puzzle mind. It 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 to me it's like one of those like weird games that can like mess with your head just a little bit. Just a little bit. Um and so I big scaredy cat when it comes to horror stuff, like big scaredy cat. I'm not for that. I see some like I've seen some like dismemberment stuff from games and movies, and I've seen like pictures of real life stuff. And I'm not into the body horror stuff. And then I don't like it when a bad guy won't die. It's not. That's not. I'm okay if the bad guy wins, but the bad guy should just win. I don't like it like the killer movies where like they do everything, and then I'm scared of the dark. So I'm not actually scared of the dark, but uh, I'm not then all for the demons and the ghosts and the spooks stuff. So I don't want to play any of those types of games. I wanted to play another game, but something also that makes you think, a little trippy on Halloween because it is All Hallows Eve. So that's why we went with this because I knew that it was a little. Uh, there's some mind games. Um, Also, I've been wanting to play it for a while. It's kind of been sitting in my library, and I just haven't had a time. And I know that this doesn't need to be like a video or a multi-stream thing. I know this can pretty much just be a one-stream thing, and then it'll work. That'll be it. So that's why we chose this one. The short, sweet, Halloweeny kind of, because I am a Halloweeny, and just wanted to enjoy some time streaming, playing a different game. Other than Ghost of Tsushima on stream. And Battlefield 6 is on every once in a while. You guys know that. But oh well. So what is this? Oh, no, it's just telling me a whole bunch of different stuff. Okay, and it's been we've been sitting here chit-chatting for 5 minutes, kind of doing a little warm-up. I've told people, so I'm gonna start, and then just people come in and join as they go. Oh, also, if I start yelling or something, I'm sorry. I actually have put all the sounds in my headphones. Usually, I just have the sound going through my TV because it's like I don't have to like hear that big of a thing. And excuse me, as far as I have been able to tell, sound coming through my TV doesn't mess with like my audio or anything. You're not hearing like an echo or stuff. Um, but for this one, I don't think there's much audio, and so I wanted to be able to hear everything that's actually there, and felt like locking in just a little bit more than usual. Excuse me. So that's just kind of. I'm sorry if I start yelling. I don't think I will, but or if I can't hear stuff that's going on outside, and you're like, "There's someone banging at your door," and I'm like, "I couldn't tell." So I'm sorry if that happens. No, I have not. The fact that there's like no music or anything is also like freaking me out. Enter in the current time? What the heck? Why do I have to enter in the current time? See, this is what I'm saying. It is 10:25. Oh. Uh Put large for our blind people. You know what? That's all that stuff is fine. Oh, we'll leave that all right there. If we have to turn it down, then we'll turn it down. Okay. Okie dokie. I guess we will go ahead. Hold on, let me take a sip. Let me open a can of Pringles. Excuse me. And, okay. I'm going to hit begin. Here we go. Here we go. You ready, Carmine? Here we go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
427, here we go.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So I know that like we can follow directions or we don't. It's the partition core. Okay. Yeah, well, we'll do what he says. Looks
All
at
of
our
his
office.
co-workers were gone.
Oh,
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
legit got goosebumps when the door closed.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
The mug. Who farted? Hello, Pinhead. Hello. We have just started the Stanley Parable. So you haven't missed much. Much. I'm just going to the meeting room. Haha. Going to the meeting room. Doing the Lord's work. Not freaking out at all. Oh,
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
okay. I will enter the door on my left. Why, golly, I hate when doors close behind me. It makes me feel like something's happening. This door I'm supposed to.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, to the boss's office. Do not alter without consenting whiteboard manager. Any schedule. Wait, where? What day of the week are we? Are we four? I'm guessing we're 4-2 something. Rip Franz. Oh no. Unfinished agendas reflect. Not cost. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Why is papers are too synergized? Fire paper guy. Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! Hire somebody to fire the proper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Yes, it is Halloween. That is why we are playing this game, because this type of stuff freaks me out. Because I know if I stand in here for too long, the guy's going to talk to me again. I just know it. And that's going to... Want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule? What? The fact that this thing is clicking when no one's clicking a button. Graphs about things and money. What do people want? Things, money, more money. How does all dispute? Let a ball up inside you, take it out passively aggressively. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Wow. Let's see what else we have to say. Using slides to assure employees that everything is good. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic on the header and throw some bevel on all the text. A calm and productive work environment. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Wow, thank you. Number of slides on the slides. Slides, charts, charts and slides. I hope this isn't boring people that are watching, but I'm enjoying it. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. What? Graph rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please no more. This is what I'm talking about. Like what? The boss appreciate iron bar. Game name: The Stanley Parable. This is the Ultra Deluxe Edition. About pollution, less air is definitely what I want. Game looks good. Why, thank you, thank you. It is. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less, do unbelievably all time, every day, with no expectation of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. Wow, that's a great tip for not getting fired. Okay, Now we've circled back around. Shift global market parade monetize free to play. Oh, okay. We're supposed to go see our boss, so I guess we'll. Someone's in a broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here,
But
so
it
he
said.
turned around and got back on track.
But oh, oh, okay. Can I go back this way? There's supposed to be someone in the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
But okay. Oof. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp, money crisp. Okay. Uh, what? Ah, I hate that. Oh, why did I do this? This game's freaking me out already. And I know this. Nothing's happened. That's how scaredy of a cat I am.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Oh.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the
no.
correct code.
Why is it dark?
By sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. What the heck? Okay, here we go. Why is it all dark? Wish I had a flashlight. What the heck? This isn't creepy at all. Oh, okay. There's a light. Phew. Loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okie dokie. Golly. Gosh darn it. Ooh.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Like what? Or I can. Nope.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Okay, I guess I'm going to the mine.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Do you think it'll say something if I go back down it again?
Nope, still on board with death.
Gosh darn it. It's like a storybook being narrated, which I think, yeah, but he narrates what I do. He tells me, he kind of like guides me, but then he'll change if I, like, what the heck? Okay, are these doors going to close? Oh, no, man. Oh, gosh darn it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
It's very spooky. At least I hope you're being truthful with me and not just telling me what I want to hear. Um, but there's no Zoom. I wish I could. Employee observation protocol. uh,
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature
fired.
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That one's all blue and scratched out. Trying to see if there are any other like it. It is like a social experiment. Gosh darn it. No, I'm not seeing any others. That's like that one all the way up there. Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I don't know if they see me or not.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Gosh darn it.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Do they see me? I have no idea if they do or not. That's the whole point. That's why this game freaks me out. Like, I could follow him, and I can do what he says, and it's like I'm playing right into their hands, or I go against it, and I could die, and they could track me. I don't know. There's like 2 controls, by the way. It's just move, look, and interact, and crouch. That's it. 5? Okay. What's that one? Over. What's this big blue one? Well, see, this looks like a Monsters Inc. door with a camera over it, so I know they. Ah. Maybe the narration guy is the guy watching. What the heck is this?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Nope. What?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Was it over?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
But
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Heck
Whatever
yeah.
life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay, I'm gonna step through the open door. How's that sound?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I was happy. I beat the game. I got a trophy for beating the game. Oh. I got my first trophy. Cube vibes? What happened? We're back. Uh... Okay, so we're back. I think now we just do what he says, but not?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay, yeah.
What
So
could
just
it
start
mean?
it over.
Stanley
We're happy.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think we have to go to the meeting room. I don't think there are any other open doors. I can't open any of these. I caught the game at a perfect time. Oh yeah, yeah. We no. Like this is like kind of got endless endings. So legit. That's why I was like, I can play it and just play it on the stream. And whenever I'm done, I'm done. That's yeah. Maybe do everything wrong this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Part of me is like, maybe we follow the first half, but then don't follow the second half. Like there's stairs over here that we could do. But okay.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Stop by the employee lounge. Sure. Sure. Yeah. That's exactly what I wanted to do.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
He told me I'm going to simply stand here, so that's what I'm going to do.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Yeah.
Really worth it.
It is worth it. Look, there's no pad. Look at this painting. Look at this painting.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy
But-
and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
But I want to see what else he says.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Oh, game. Yeah. Yes, this is a game. See, like that sentence right there gives me goosebumps. Like, how the heck? I can't, how does he know? Okay. Game's sending me
At
this.
last, he'd had
Ah.
enough of the
No.
amazing room and took the
Let me
first
back
open
in.
door on his left to get back to business.
See, first open door to my left, but there's this opening straight ahead. What?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's
What?
incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What? I can't go back. The door closed. I can't open it. Hey, if you do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. It's not okay. Well, there's an opening down there. You know what? Banzai!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Gosh darn it. And I'm back. It's Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day. Here we go.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Order. Oh, I turned that one off. Excuse me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Was ist das Videospiel? This
This
is
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
This
it.
is the Stanley Parable. It's a game where there's a narrator that narrates what you do and kind of like leads you on a story, but also like just narrates you when you do stuff wrong. So you have like free choice, but you don't at the same time. It's like a
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
so like it for Ethan, it freaks me out because like how
Yes.
like
really,
like
really worth it being in a room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished,
I just stayed in here for
you're
like
still
a
looking
couple
at these
seconds.
chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
He's just like blah blah,
But
and then I'm
eager
here.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So like, see, there's this open door on my left I can go down, but there's also this open door this way. And I jumped to my death over here, and he laughed at me. So now I'm gonna follow the instruction here, and like, really, I could do this like. I don't know how many endings there are. There's so many. The first time I just did exactly what he told me. You've already missed the first round. I just did everything. Interesting. I thought you got brave enough to play the back rooms or something. No, I am not brave enough. Every time a door closes behind me when I walk through, it scares me. I get goosebumps like every 5 words the narrator says. Like, this game is freaking me out, and there's nothing scary about it other than possible mind control and so on.
And so he
So see, like,
through the
that door
maintenance
closes.
section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
I
and
can't
got
get- I
back
can't get
on
it-
track.
I can't get back through. This freaks me out. See how dark it is? Like, and look. Big go or hit big red button. And then ah!
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Like, what the? That freaks me out. I can't get over it. My
Oh,
feet are.
no.
What?
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Ah! Which way is it?
No, no,
Ah!
no, no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
I don't
What
know,
was I
man.
thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Okay, I'll wait.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh, oh my goodness. Hello, Madison. I'm freaking out already. Help! Help! I don't want to go down the creepy red lit stairs. Oh, this is the mind control room. Uh,
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
what?
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just
No!
restart the game from the beginning.
Wait, no!
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm?
Wait,
Okay, from the top.
but wait. Oh my goodness. See, this freaks me out. How people are so smart and creative that they're able to figure that out. I don't get it. Oh, good.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah. Meeting room. Got it. See, these doors.
When
What?
Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you
No.
move the story somewhere, or... Hold
No.
on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It
Yeah.
was right here just a minute ago. I know
Yeah.
for sure that it's here somewhere.
Yeah, it
Okay,
wasn't me.
then. It's an adventure.
Oh.
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
All the doors are open. I'm gonna go that way. Okay, I'll go this way. Uh, what the? This is the kind of the back rooms, though. What the heck, man? Checking my corners. Oh. What the
I'll
heck
say
is?
it. This is the worst adventure I've ever
What?
been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
What?
Do we need to restart the game again?
Oh no.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and
Wait,
over again.
I'm back. I'm back
It's gotta
here.
be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
I'm back. What? I just want to stay here, man. I want to hide under my desk. Okay. I'm big. I'm
All
brave.
his
I'm beautiful.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I like work. I just hate my boss. Can I have this coffee mug? Okay. Oh, can I turn this one off again? I can't. But I can't turn any of them on. Can't even jiggle that door handle. Okay. What? There's no doors. I broke it. Boss man's gonna be mad at me.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Going back this way. See if I missed anything. Jiggle.
Aha!
What
I
the?
knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
How? What? No. Please don't close. Okay, the door's open. Oh, oh gosh, darn it! It's just a big
No,
square.
wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay, man. Whatever you say, man. Oh my, this is not where I came from.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations!
I win! I did it!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it
Yay!
really paid off, so good
Yay!
job. Oh, no. No,
Oh,
I don't
what?
feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
What?
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Wait, no! Gosh, darn it! Huh.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Yes, it's simple. Although, outside has gotten really bright. The store's open now, but I don't want to. Should I follow it? I kind of want to go this way again.
No, no, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay. He just said he quits. So I guess we'll follow the line. Even though I've never been through these. What?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on.
I have no idea what
Got
you're saying.
weird back there? Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
What? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? What a banger, I know. I feel like VeggieTales. What? What? That, it freaks me out, man. I can't get on the wall. Sorry, I'm vibing. And this yellow brick road is quite literally the yellow brick road. What the heck? Music's really loud in my ears. Gosh, I hate them. Ba da 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 da.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Okay.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Okay.
You won't want to miss anything.
Think we've done it enough? I feel like we've looked at this fern for a long time. Like how there's a clock behind me. I can hear the seconds tick by. What am I supposed to do? Am I done looking at it? I screenshot it for you in case you actually need it. I don't think we'll actually need it. I think it's just a 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 little gimmick. Who knows? We'll see. Okay. Now that the music's not here, it feels weird.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
So, am I supposed to go this way? I don't know. I'm lost. No, I'm lost and freaking out. Oh, we're back here.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore.
Look, there's that blue one.
Restart.
Wait, no. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Wait, he didn't say his...
Stanley,
Oh.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay. If you say so, man.
Now, yes, this is exciting.
Yes, very
me and
exciting.
Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go
It's a
wild.
square, man.
Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm
Oh.
ready for it.
I used my imagination.
Oh,
Oh.
no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay, it's going the way I'm going, though. I wish I would have done the escape route the first time. Oh, and now we're here?
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Yes.
From here, the story is in our control.
Yes.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Correct.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
Okay.
Just walk in circles for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Okay. so I know that each door has to lead somewhere. Which
Walking in
means that
circles.
somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a
Oreo.
reverse door that leads here.
Oreo.
And that in turn means that our
Oreo.
destination corresponds
Oreo.
with the counter-inverted reverse
Oreo.
door's origin. So starting from the
Oreo.
right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
What?
Oh, hold up, what's this?
What?
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all
This
one
freaks
giant
me out!
ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes
After a long time,
blank
Stanley
simply because
dies.
it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really?
Both doors went to the same spot.
I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped?
What?
Does that mean, did we do it?
What?
Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something
I don't
happen?
know, man.
So, okay.
Was
I
it
guess now
actually
just
like...
wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh my goodness. What the heck? What the heck?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
No, please
Stanley
no.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Please no. I can't take it anymore, man. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This is what it looked like the first time. Meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Chris is in the broom closet. I knew someone was in the broom closet.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all.
But
I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
But it just says that Chris was in the room.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Extreme bathrooms.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody.
What could it
He
mean?
began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Couldn't. 2, 8, 4, 5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
It's so
by
dark.
sheer luck.
What?
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, here we go. I don't want to go to the scary red light elevator. Please, no. Jonathan, you seen a fern yet? I haven't seen a fern. I've just seen a whole bunch of nothing, man. Ah!
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Here's the escape. Do I take the escape? I think I take the escape. It won't let me. Okay, there we go.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't care. I'm trying. Uh...
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No. Escape, man.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I'm right with God. What the heck is that? Oh. Dead. Just splat. Oh, oh! No, what? I can, what? No. What
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer
Oh
to
my
his demise,
goodness.
it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Please no.
Perhaps his death was of no
Please no.
loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind
Please
man.
no!
And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent
No!
end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
No! No! Please no! I can't look. What?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator,
What?
as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What? Nope. No! Oh. What? Oh, what the heck? No, don't do this to me,
And
man.
yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office,
can't look.
as alive as ever.
Oh, this.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Oh, this gives me chills, man. I can't. Why did I play this game? Oh, there's a door. Get to the door quickly. Run, Stanley! Get the door. Oh.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
What?
Do you see now?
No.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What? Me? The door's gone. But this is our office. What? Where's my computer? Nature paintings? Okay. Uh, okay. Filing. Wow. Those are filing cabinets. Um, okay. Okay. What's this? It makes me feel I just fell down the stairs. That doesn't make me feel better. Why would that make me feel better? That's terrible. Why would you falling down the stairs make me feel any better? Wow. Now, here's what I'll say. You got to protect your face, but belly flopping at least is somewhat okay. What is where am I? What am I doing? Am I just looking at the game? Is this the deluxe part? My knee and tummy hurt? I'm sorry. I bet that does hurt.
Stanley pushed the big red button.
What?
Stanley pushed the big red button.
That's freaky.
See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room? Perfect example of poor level design, textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you. Stanley walked over the bridge. Stanley pushed the orange lever.
What the heck?
Stanley's snow. When
That
Stanley came,
that freaks me out, man. You grabbed your computer and ran. I'm sorry, honey. I guess make it better tomorrow. Now hold on. There's a countdown ending? I haven't. What the heck is happening? What is what? Uh-uh. Nope. Where I was. Oh, yeah. You're right, but that was outtakes. What the what the can't pick up the phone. It's just you s- hold on. Yeah, I can't pull the orange lever. I think I'm supposed to like walk my way through here and figure stuff out. Was this the other dude? Yeah, okay. I think what? There's a war zone ending? What the heck? Where am I? Okay. I've made a loop. Now. I've now made a loop. That's my office. Okay. Okay. Bright white pillars. Back to an elevator. Wait, exit? Okay.
Oh, look at these two.
What?
How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish
What?
to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
What the heck? This freaks me out. Oh,
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
what happened? What's happened?
Listen
What?
to me. You can
What?
still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation.
What?
There's no other
What?
way to beat
No.
this game.
What the
So as you
heck?
move forward, you'll be walking someone
No.
else's path.
No,
Slow
man.
down, it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it.
No.
Don't let time choose for you.
No.
Don't let...
Oh. That's freaky, man. This is not. How'd she know I had a PlayStation? I'm guessing because it's the PlayStation version. That's what I'm talking about. This- She's a Fed. Yeah, she drives a black. Oh, I'm sweating. My feet, the bottoms of my feet are sweating, but my tops of my feet are cold, and like my whole upper body is sweating. I am going through it. I don't know why this type of thing does it to me, but it always does.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe I should have stayed home. Maybe. My goodness. Okay, I'm supposed to. Okay, there's a door open. That's gonna be all right. But I'm gonna be fine. Don't worry. I know this is a game, and guess what? I'll play another game after this on my own to wash it out of my memory. But oh my
When Stanley
goodness.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine. I'll just do it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
The broom closet's nailed shut, but Chris is in there, man. Now here's the real question: do I go down the stairs now instead of up? I mean, it is an option. They don't have it blocked off. Do I want to keep playing the game for longer, or do I want to just get it over with and I can be done? Play the game, be done. keep getting freaked out. Have me some cookies and milk, and a nice rest of the day. What did I do for you guys to watch me be freaked out?
Coming to a staircase,
Oh.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope. What? You're doing great, just push through it. Thanks. Yeah.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Gosh darn
And for
it.
that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be
I
real.
can't.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above.
No, my goodness.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Why?
Now
Why
the
is that?
voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Yes, very strange.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
How did this car get in here?
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Yeah, it is.
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
I don't want it.
the fresh air of
I
the
don't wanna
world outside this one.
I don't want to look.
Let me wake up,
I don't
he
want to
thought
look.
to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
I don't want to look.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
I don't want to look.
Please. It's all I want.
I don't want to look.
I want my apartment and my wife.
I have a
and my
wife?
job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
I don't want to look.
Everything will be fine. I am okay.
I'm okay. Oh, I'm back here. Still here. Still with this car.
Stanley began screaming.
Ah!
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be.
Why
Can
my
anyone hear
screen's
my
going
voice?
red?
Who am I? Who am I? and everything went black.
No, 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 no. Oh, I am normal. You're right. Oh, people have lucid
This
dreams
is
all the
the
time.
story of a woman named
What?
Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and
What?
walked to her place of work. But on this particular day,
What?
her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
What the heck?
Although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
What is
She
what is
had
happening?
no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood
No,
there,
this game
staring
was,
down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Just takes off running. This game was free, Joe Nathan, as a it was a PS Plus thing for a month. So I got it for free. Now it's been sitting in the library because I had seen other people play it and kind of knew it was like this mind tricking game, and I didn't want to like play it ever, but I thought, might as well just have it, and maybe like we can do it as a group or something, like like have people over and let's just do it together. And then I was like, you know what? Since I've started streaming, this might be a good like Halloween stream thing, since I won't actually play any scary games other than Dead by Daylight with Madison. So we can
All of his
just do this.
co-workers were gone.
Gosh,
What did it mean?
darn it.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Wait, that door over there's open. Door over there's open. I'm going right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room,
Yep.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yep.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
Correct.
just to admire it.
Correct.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art.
Work of art.
What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley?
Dunno.
Its grace, its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew
What?
it was something deeper,
Darker?
something darker.
What was it?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Okay.
Really,
I'll leave.
but eager to get back to
I'll leave.
business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't
Do not
5
lie.
years ago.
Hey, this is where I just jumped off. I just was like, yippee! And I jumped off and I died, and he belittled me. But this time, I'm not going to jump off. I'm going to.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? Who's her? I thought I had a
This is it,
wife.
Stanley, your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Who's her?
She's been waiting.
What? Why is this room completely dark? I don't want to go in. I don't want to go in. Oh, oh, oh!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her.
What the?
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay, I'll pick up the phone. What? What? This is a different. This is a different office.
Stanley, is that you?
What?
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What? The... Oh.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Yeah.
Who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm
What?
trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
What the heck, man? I don't know if I can do this anymore.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named
What?
Stanley.
Death of a man named Stanley. Good morning. Press that on my controller. Shots fired. I know.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
How mean of the narrator. It keeps telling me to press buttons. What? I don't want to. No.
Look at him
Fine.
there, pushing buttons, doing exactly
Ah!
what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Please no. No, no. No, no. Okay, this might be boring, but I'm going to sit here to see if something happens if I don't press circle. We're just going to... Don't look at it. I'm not doing it. No, no. No, no. I won't do it. It calls to me. It calls. It's like a tractor beam on the circle button. I can just feel my thumb being pulled toward it. No, I can't. No, I won't. I won't do it. No. If I wasn't on the internet right now, I'd swear at you, narrator. I'd give you all the bombs. Because no, I'm not doing it. I gotta push it, man. I gotta push it. No, I can't. I won't. But I gotta get out of it. No, I won't. It said, please don't. No, I won't. What's that over there?
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
To watch TV? Can I put my arms around my loving wife?
And so he began to
What?
fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one
It's my
day when at
office.
work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
To spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last,
Your
choice.
fake loving wife?
It barely
Hey.
even mattered what lay behind each door.
Fine.
The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
If it's my fake loving wife, if it's all in my head, then yeah, it could be real. And didn't hesitate with that button. Nope, did not try to see. I was just happy that it said to hang out with the boys.
As he wandered through
Whoa!
this fantasy
What-
world,
did she
he
just
began
poop?
to fill it with many possible
What the-
paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
Game with a
And
baby?
he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh! You know what? Shove it. You just called me a baby. I don't want to play anymore.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he
Don't
might
poop in front
always
of Ethan.
feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
But she did poop. That's just a thing. She pooped. Tell my wife I love her.
But there is no answer.
Oh.
How could there possibly be?
Well, my
In
wife is
reality,
gone.
all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has.
Gosh
Nothing has
darn it.
changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Wow.
He won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
So am I supposed to not do it? Okay. He told me not to do it. How long do I wait? Put a timer. Looking at the stream, it was an hour and 27 minutes and 00 seconds. We'll sit here and we'll wait. For sure do it. I thought he said not to do it. Do you want me to do it? So yes, push the button. But he just called me a weenie pretty much for always pushing buttons. So I feel like I shouldn't do it. I feel like I shouldn't touch it. We can at least wait like an actual minute. See if anything happens in a minute. See if there's like at least somewhat of a time. I wonder if that actually goes around. Do you always listen to the voices in your head? Sometimes. Well, yes and no. I guess. Maybe I'm crazy because I have the voice telling me to do the good things and the voice telling me to do the bad things. And I listen to the one that tells me to do the good things. So I always listen to that one. Don't always listen to the one that tells me to do bad things. We're coming up on 2 minutes. I was just seeing if he'd say anything. Oh, all right, I'll hit the button.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press to question nothing. Well, it won't let me open the door.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe
Excuse me.
this time. And I tried again.
Please?
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh my goodness. Did I die? I don't want to look at the screen. What the heck? Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. New content?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I feel like I'm gonna be shooting on Buzz Lightyear's thing. This isn't creepy at all.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Wow.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, that's what we're
reimagining
playing.
of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
All that was
Well, this sounds
the base game.
delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Oh boy.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
I want you guys to know also that I would be speaking to myself
Is it broken? What's going on there?
if I wasn't
Should we-
streaming.
Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
I'd be just being like, what? Huh? How? What? The whole time.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them... oh, okay. Let's see the content. Gimme the content, Stanley. All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I can jump.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I feel like Mario. I feel like I should use all of them, right? Like... What? That's it. No more jumps. Used them all. I'm hearing things open before I get around the freaking corner.
Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content,
feel like shots are being
then I could
fired.
just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
This elevator door opening sounds like the Predator clicking. Spooky elevator of death. Keep dry. I googled the trophy list to this game. It looks like there's no point. Lol. There's a trophy to not play the game for 10 years. Dude, I'm telling you that this is just a game to mess with your brain.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off
Jonathan,
on
is there
this?
test
I'm
trophies? Please
infuriated
ignore.
and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Yeah,
No
there is.
frills,
Heck yeah.
no gimmicks.
Okay.
Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
This is what? This isn't my office.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Okay. I better not die, stupid narrator. Better not die. Ow!
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me
Yeah.
thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take
What?
a look.
What the heck is this?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port?
What?
Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Eat 13? What's that do? It's $1. Me first dollar. Smile because it happened. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. Is there? Don't play for 5 years. I see that achievement. Is there an unachievable thing as well? Okay, lots of rewards.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator
Hour?
content.
An hour's a lot, though, my guy. What's down here? Memory zone maintenance. Excuse me. Okay, okay.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game
Beautiful
was
carpet
perfect.
textures,
It
great
didn't
red,
need anything
missing
else.
coworker
It didn't
scenario.
need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
Is that the way we came? That's the other direction. Am I supposed to go back? Is the
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
that I knew that I was staring at the door to watch it open and pressurized gassed. It's steam. I get it.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I can show you where to stick them. Ayo! Ayo! Jiggle, jiggle.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good,
What?
for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh, dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
What?
A skip button?
There was at the very beginning.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people.
Yes.
And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get.
Good.
Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go
I will.
ahead and make me shut up.
No.
Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue.
Okay.
And it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably,
No.
we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah.
He's
blah,
just
blah,
talking
blah,
in a circle.
blah, blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
See, I think that listening to him is interesting.
I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think.
But that's just me.
So my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person?
I'll be honest, I agree with the negative
very
reviews,
opposite?
but I'll give it
You see,
to them.
it
It's
could in
unique.
fact
Okay.
be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making
here.
choices. And that
For
they
you?
are both affecting you and not...
We'll skip.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on how exactly pressurized gas works. Perhaps that would have been a smart thing to check on before I went on about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is who runs pressurized gas will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
What?
That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I
Okay.
think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated.
Well, where's the door
and we
out?
can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
That's what I just said.
Where did the door go?
Exactly.
Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
Yes.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before.
There was.
How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place?
I don't know.
I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some
Exactly.
sort. Or window or something like that.
Exactly.
See a window anywhere? A porthole?
No.
A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Stanley! Stanley!
What?
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12
hours?
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh.
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley,
The little red camera light.
A week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And
I'm sorry.
That's just how it's always been, right? Me talking, and you...
It's
Oh,
sad.
hello. It's you. You're here
What?
again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time.
Plant's
I
so
stopped keeping
dead.
track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me
Yes.
describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret.
The button's running out of spring. But it's the fire alarm. That's what that red blinking light was. My goodness.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition.
Yeah,
But
it's supposed
where
to
are
speak to the
jokes? Where
human
are the
condition.
Jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain
Entertain
us.
us.
It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs
Thumbs
down
down
review
review.
and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen.
Happen. Is there a hole yet? Can I get out? Oh. I heard some water. Like how he just stops talking and has disappeared for a long time.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never
Okay,
the
that's
end,
creepy.
is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Water drops. Ah! 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 It's falling apart! Ooh, I fall apart. Ah! Light! You have so much more patience than me. Thank you. I think. See, like, that's the part about this, games like this, and like movies like this, and shows like this, is they freak me out in my brain so freaking hard. But also, it interests me how people think about it and are able to get through it. I could never think about stuff like this, and someone can. Oh, oh, there's trees. Oh, the world's ended. It's all dark. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Thank you. Oh! Oh! The button fell down! We can escape! The Endless Wastes. You can call me Eli from now on. I will read my book. And spread the word of God to all those who are still alive. I want to see if I just keel over if I walk far enough out here. My body's just like, oh, and I die. Yep. Okay. Okay. Here's what I'll say. I'm gonna do one more time all the way through, or actually listen to what he says and see if I get a different ending than the very first one. And then after that, we'll be done.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yep, everything he says, we'll do. We'll follow directions. Nope, don't need the new content.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
On his left. Meeting room, check.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Up to the boss's office.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Boss's office? Boss's office?
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone?
I'm all
This was too
alone.
much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I still hate this elevator. After all I've been through, elevator is the worst part. Let's see. Run!
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
There's that camera.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Do I? Let's see.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
What?
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place, where freedom meant nothing.
What's ours? 427? 429? Oh, that one looks like ours. Right. There. We can look at 427, 428, 429. Definitely 427 is ours. I forgot.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Have
was this
I?
the only reason he was happy
What?
with his boring job?
This
That
is
his
the only way?
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Come on.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
Nope,
His
I cannot.
own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never!
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But
Yeah,
here
we're back
was the
to this.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Once and for all. I just wonder. If it would give us a different.
And a rising chill
think it's
of
the same.
uncertainty.
So far, it's been the same.
Was it over? Yes. He
Yay!
had won.
We're back.
He had defeated
We're back,
the
baby.
machine.
We're a winner.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the
I don't know.
machine's grasp?
I don't know. Great question.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Great question.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Doesn't matter.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
All I needed to know.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
It's the only thing worth
Stanley
knowing.
stepped through the open door.
Through the massive open door.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Yes.
And Stanley was happy.
Stanley was happy. We did it. So yeah, if you follow what he says, you get to be happy. Okay. You know what? I've been freaked out enough for today. I think I'm going to call the stream there. It's a shorter stream than usual, but like I said, I'm never going to play this game again. I think we got the gist of it. I think it was definitely worth the experience. Definitely felt like a Halloween thing, at least for me. Because it did freak with my mind a little bit. So, thanks you guys for stopping by. And I will stream some Ghost of Utah. Happy Halloween. I'll stream some Ghost of Utah tomorrow, unless I'm playing games with the boys. And definitely Sunday we'll be playing some games for on stream. And yeah, so I will see you guys on the flip side. Peace. Peace, 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 peace. Peace.